Hello, violin and viola players. Today we're going to be talking about how to get your bow hold successfully onto the string. So hopefully you've already worked with your bow and you maybe worked with a straw or a pencil to make a beautiful bow hold. So let's lay our instrument down first, and then we're going to review the good steps to making a wonderful bow hold. So hold your bow in front of you with two hands. Use your left hand, the one that makes the fingers, to hold the top of the stick, and try not to touch the bow hairs. That's very important. You can take your right hand off the bow, and let's review. If we zoom in and look right here, this is about where we want to put our thumb, in between the end of the frog's mouth right here and the beginning of the gripper. Okay, now take your right thumb and gently bend it. Don't make it stiff, don't squeeze too hard, just gently bend that thumb. Now you're going to turn your hand a little bit like it's falling over and get that thumb at a little bit of an angle. Don't turn it all the way over, that's too much. Just a little bit, and you want the tip of your thumb to push up against the black little mouth of the frog right there. Okay, so that's where your thumb goes. All right, so your thumb's there and it's gently bent. Now your middle fingers are going to go sort of in front of your thumb, right? Your tall finger, your middle finger, should probably be touching the silver. However, everybody has different length fingers. If you have shorter fingers, your fingers might be a little more here. If you have a little bit longer fingers, they'll be down where mine are. What we don't want to do is put your fingers on top like that. That's kind of like you have buck teeth. Or put them way over like that. That's people who have their feet in the water too much, okay? So you just find that comfortable place. Now with your pointer finger, you're going to lean over just a little bit. You just tilt your arm and you lean over and let him fall asleep on the side of his finger. And you should be able to still wiggle the front of that pointer finger. Now your pinky is going to go not on top. And I know a lot of teachers say, put your pinky on top. It's close to on top. The nail of your pinky finger, if you have a nail, is on top. But if you put the skin of your pinky finger on top, look what happens. It slides off. And that's why a lot of times we'll have this problem. And I call that the stressed out pinky. Poor little guy, he's all by himself and he's straight and stressed out and he needs to go to the therapist. Okay, so we're going to get him in closer to our other fingers. He wants to be with his friends. And we're going to put the nail of our pinky on the little top part, but the skin of our pinky is going to be on that little panel right below. This part of your bow is like an octagon. It has little panels on it. So you want to not put it on top, but right there, just on that second one, and the nail of your pinky will be there. Okay? So now you have this beautiful bow hold, and relax your shoulders and your arm. All right, good. Now, after all that work, we're going to lay it down. Okay? Now pick up your violin or your viola, and let's make sure that it is over our shoulder and not in the middle of our body and not too far back, but feel that collarbone right there and make sure your shoulder rest is there. Now you should be able to hold your violin or viola with no hands and have a conversation with me. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day today. If you don't want to have a conversation with me, maybe you've got some stuffed animals or a friend in the room, talk to them for just a second. But you should be able to have a conversation and hold your instrument. Now take your left hand and put it on the bout right here and readjust your instrument if you need to. And then you're going to pick up your bow. Wait a minute though. What if I can't make a bow hold when I pick it up? That's okay. So before we pick up our bow though, let's remind ourselves where the bow goes on our violin or viola. It's going to go between the edge of the fingerboard and the bridge. You're not going to put the bow back here behind the bridge. Ugh, that's not good. And you're not going to put the bow way up here on the fingerboard. Okay? You're going to put it halfway between the end of the fingerboard and the bridge, about right here. Okay? So what if you just started learning this and you can't really pick up your bow with a good bow hold? Doesn't matter. Because guess what? The strings hold up our bow. Super cool. So that gives us a chance to remake our bow hold until our fingers are strong enough to pick it up with that shape. So go ahead and pick up your bow, and if it looks like this, that's okay, doesn't matter. And we're going to put our bow on the D string. Now you're like, well, where do I put the bow on the string? Well, we're not going to put it way down here at the frog, and we're not going to put it way out here at the tip or the middle. We're going to kind of come right here, about 1 or 2 inches above where the edge of the gripper is. Now mine's silver, yours might be all black. That's super cool. You just put it wherever, okay? So even without a good bow hold, I'm just going to set the bow and I'm going to put it on the D string today. So I put it down and look, I got it in the right spot. I'm between the bridge and the fingerboard and I've got it looking the right way. Now, I can't play like this though. Ugh, not enjoyable. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the adjustments to our bow hold. The first thing I want to do is try to get my thumb in the right place. And I don't need to lean over and do all kinds of crazy things to see it. You want to feel where it goes, okay? So that's why it was important to feel it push up against that little black bump, find that little spot and feel that. And then what kind of happens is your middle fingers will fall into place. You tap your pointer finger. It's good. And then you find that perfect spot for your pinky. The next thing you have to do is check your shoulder. Make sure it's not up too high and that your elbow hasn't gone up like this, okay? Relax your arm. We want to make sure our shoulder is down and that our elbow is not too high and not too low like this, okay? It's sort of just gentle slope right here. Just go straight down like you could just let water fall off your wrist. If it's like this, the water's just going to plop onto your stomach. If it's like this, it's not going to go anywhere. So you want to have that nice gentle slope. All right, relax your shoulders. Relax your bow fingers. That's right. If somebody came by and they wanted to steal your bow right now, they should be able to. Your bow finger should be gentle, relaxed, and it was one of my teacher friends calls it squishy, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open and close our elbow. So I'm gonna do it first and then we'll do it together. So you're gonna pull open, close, open, close. All right, let's try it together. Ready? Go. Open, close, open, close. Awesome. How'd you do? So did you open and close your elbow or did you pull your shoulder backwards like this? Ooh, that's not so good because then our bow goes really crooked. But it's okay if you did. Everybody makes mistakes when they start and we just want to keep progressing and learning. So go ahead and put your bow back on the string. It's okay if you got an ugly bow hold again. Put it back where in the right spot. Adjust that thumb. Feel it under there. Adjust your fingers. Relax your shoulder and your elbow. And we're going to try that one more time. So you're just going to open and close your elbow. You're not raising it up and down. You're just opening and closing. All right, together, ready, and relax and pull. Open, close, open, close. Good. Did you notice we didn't use the whole bow, right? We don't need to right now. We're good. You did amazing. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we learn how to bow on the open D and the open A. Have a great day.